Egypt with 52% possession so far. It is incredibly rare that De La Fuente's Spain have less than 50% of the ball.
Guys, I'm watching Spain versus
Fornals
Egypt.
wins it back.
So currently it's 0-0. 34 minutes. That's what I'm saying.
Up the line by Porro. Back to him by Lamine Yamal, who has a little more space now, having drifted deep. He floats one wide to Barrenechea, who heads into the centre. Ferran had slipped. Away by Fatou, and a push in the back of Islam Issa.
هو في هلاو
Sini Mam. Ngan.
Some of the Spanish side going up, among them Victor Munoz, who marked his debut on Friday night with a goal, and also a Ballon d'Or winner in Rodri.
Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. Stay in the live. Comment, chat, and subscribe.
Spain throw-in. It was 4 years ago that Spain played their only previous international here. They beat Albania 2-1 in a friendly. It was the game in which David Raya made his debut. The goals came from Ferran and a late winner from Dani Olmo. And that was Barcelona's first fixture. Or I should say Spain's first fixture in the city of Barcelona for 18 years. But they are back again. Other international matches staged here since the Albania match. Shake of the finger from Kabakov, no foul on Grimaldo. Indeed, in June last year, Andorra played England in a World Cup qualifier. The English won by a 0-0. And in the same month, Spain women's team beat England 2-1 in a Nations League fixture. Here come Egypt again. Imam Ashur in possession. Wide for his captain, Mohamed Hani. Zizou. Spain working hard defensively. Comfortable for Howson, back from Hani. Again, Howson wins his header, brought down by Barrenechea. Now Fornals. He's looking for Lamine Yamal. Fatou's header fell to Porro. And here is Lamine. Heading up the line, he's pushed over. Is there a foul? No, says the referee. Issa can continue. Egypt with only 3 defeats in the 2 years But Hassan has been in charge. They've lost only one of their last 10 games. And they're coming forward with Omar Mamouche. Wide for Zizou, who has support. Zizou has floated one across the face of goal. Maybe slightly regretting that choice. Another promising attack for Egypt. And it may be just a friendly, but it really is a game that has a different feeling to so many of the recent Spain fixtures in which they've monopolised possession. Lamine with a fine pass to Ferran Torres. 5 minutes until half-time. And it has been a very equal contest so far. Egypt have come closest to scoring through Marmouche, who struck the post just before the half-hour mark. Spain yet to really trouble Mustafa Choubert in the Egyptian goal. Soler over the top. This comes down to Ferran Torres. Clearance by Hamdi Fati. Ran away from Ashur. Grimaldo coming forward. Pressure on Mosquera. Who sent it back to his club teammate, Raya. Chair drifting inside. Olmo threading one, asking a little too much of Lamine. Hassan has selected the same goalkeeper and back four today that he chose on Friday. And his team are looking accomplished defensively. Egypt finished fourth in the 2025 African Cup of Nations. They topped their group on 7 points. On by Fornals to Grimaldo. This looked like a really good chance being created for Ferran Torres, but the sliding clearance from Hamdi Fati is superb. Little margin for error with that one. Corner played short, that means cross has been blocked, and Egypt have it with Marmouche. 3 in the attack for now. Here is Islam Issa. Spain have retreated. Zizou inside. Egypt very much going toe-to-toe with La Roja so far. It's been a half of few chances, a half of even possession. Well, having topped their group at the recent AFCON, Egypt beat Benin in the round of 16, Cote d'Ivoire in the quarters, before losing narrowly to Senegal at the semi-final stage. They then played against Nigeria in the fourth place playoff, losing on penalties in that game. Lamine Yamal, terrific play. Fornals with the cutback. Fornals. Discussion between Unai Simon and Juan Garcia. Two of the four goalkeepers in this squad for Spain. De La Fuente said that he has four of the best 10 goalkeepers in the world in his squad. Juan Garcia in such good form at club level with Barcelona. Here is Zizou. Stoppage time at the end of the first half. And this is a striker of power, but one lacking in direction from Imam Ashur. So there will be a minimum of 2 extra minutes. It was a physical challenge on Ferran Torres. The referee has played advantage. Mosquera. Fornals of Betis taking over. His pass is up for a goal kick. It is tonight for Fornals a 9th international appearance. His first in 4.5 years. He's in good form at club level with Betis, 7 goals and 6 assists. Half time in Barcelona. It's been a very even half. It was Egypt who came closest to opening the scoring through Omar Mamouche, who thundered his strike against the woodwork. Spain have not really found their groove, and they have in Egypt a very tough nut to crack. At half-time at the RCDE Stadium, it is Spain 0, Egypt 0.
Spent in his homeland. Victoria Pilsen to a league title back in 2015. And his second of 3 separate spells with them.
Get over the goalkeeper. And that's the position that you spoke about, that Tlongwane should know how to dink over the goalkeeper. They force errors. This is not a goal that they will say they're coming from a training ground. What they do, they want you to play into your box and have those panic buttons where you clear it, ricochet from your defender, and it falls for them. And of course, they will make you pay your school fees, and then that's what they did.
Well, it was a couple of minutes later in the 64th minute where South Africa erupted. The stadium was in jubilation because Mbogazi had struck South Africa for a minute. We were on top of the world after this.
Yeah, Mbogazi winning the ball lana, wayidlala out kuNgwanasesi, and uNgwanasesi plays Umshishi. But there, that defender wanted to clear the ball. Look at the 10-year Mshishi. Look at the goal. Yabona la Mbogazi first half bekangakhuphuki kanje. But now second half, because of the pairing yakhe no-Oko, ngathi sekamtrustanyana. That's why second half athe guys, because lapha phambili ngathi namhlanje as create opportunity nani ithi ngimshiyo Oko ngoba senyamthemba because they played well, I think, for abantu abaqala udlala together with Hlopho. He took the responsibility. Man nabe ngithi siyolala kahle la. Ngithi siyogidla yini.
And Hlopho, you looked at this goal and you couldn't stop running around because something you're very familiar with. It's that he tried this very thing before.
Yeah, you got to love Mbogazi, the bravery of the kid, to try to advance with the ball when it's not marked, And that's the talent on its own. But when I look at this combination of Temba, him looking at the ball, he's still looking for it. He calls for it. And then there's the touch to escape the pressure and to put it on his stronger foot. What I liked about his this shot is the fact that he hit it with his shoelace, body over the ball, and he knew that when he hit it that clean, no goalkeeper you would put it. Even Itumeleng Khune and his reserve goalkeeper, if you put the two of them, they were never gonna save that one.
Yeah, and Trompo, normally seconds before the goal.
Yeah.
Yet the similar situation.
Yeah.
But Lapayana, we Kelile, but and then Ihaitia corner, it was a bit lower.
Yeah.
The second opportunity, which is the goal now,
Yeah.
uyilungisile wena ma ubothi la bele ngifake ipower and then ngikhuphule iheight kancane ibe phezulu and he did exactly that. So man yazi kuyasho eMandela lalela imbumbulu.
I hate it when we lose football matches when we score goals like this. This is a goal that we should win as a football match, ma.
But you say that, right?
Yeah.
And then in my mind, I then say to you, we just perhaps aren't a scoring nation, Trumbo. Because
I did mention.
and hold on, let me tell you why I say that. Because every time you sit here and you tell me about the opportunities we created, we did so well, which tells me we're creating opportunities. Our attackers, Rile, Shompo, Mshishi, Apolis, they're all giving us something. But every single match it ends and you tell us, we deserve to win, we should have won.
In the last 5-10 years, how many of our leading goal scorers scores? You find out a leading goal scorer in 30 games, a leading goal scorer scores 12 goals and is a leading goal scorer in our country. So that has been happening for the last 10 years. And we've been saying we need a striker coach, somebody who has been there to help our strikers. And we look at the striker like Reynolds, Yochofazo Mabasa, for instance. When you look at them, they're always competing for that golden goal. So I do believe that we have strikers that can score a minimum of those goals that we need. But we need them into our
Because when it comes to playing the ball, the passing game, when it comes to keeping the ball and passing, as you can see here, Mshish comes in, and there he goes again. He's got the ball. Upulama window now.
Combination play, and they understand him. Umudiba, he tried to do the right thing, Lapayana. But that is the different Eyagam Shishi, no really. Urilo Sasemnani, Urile, sometimes awumtholi kakhulu, akabi available kakhulu. But Umshishi, each and every move, uba available. And even the teammates now, bayamfuna mabaliphethe ball. And that's the difference I let out, the experience I let out. And Urile is going to learn a lot from Umshishi. But ngibuyele kuwe wena Hlompo. Coach Hugo Bros, guys, I always like the final decision, the final squad as our coach, I am support. But in Tando Guti, Urenas, we have to have Urenas.
Hopper came on, he's the other striker.
But Uma Hopper, Ufana no lie. But Nigeza, that fighting spirit, Uma Hopper is tall, is strong, but Nigezi is not clinical. Okay, good header, but he's not a clinical goal scorer. He's not a goal poacher.
So guys, you're telling me that we watched these two matches. The outcomes of both matches for you is that we need a better striker. What about defensively? Are we happy because we conceded 2 goals, both from set pieces, something we've struggled with for a while now, Shom?
It's something that we can fix when you look at it. But it's something that needs a lot of experience in terms of talking. When you look at this goal, we didn't organize properly. After this, we were lucky we didn't concede. Now the last goal needs to be marked. I'll show you in the talk. I've drawn this and it looks good on the drawing. But what I didn't like here is the fact that they didn't mark from the first ball. I don't think. If you look at the players that I highlighted, this is Bogazi and Maseko. It looks casual when they're looking that way, but those are the two dangerous players that they were marked. Look at that after that. One is free, one blocked Maseko. Now we're reacting in our box. You cannot afford to react.
Look at the time he's got.
Look at the time that is got. In our box, in this level, you can react in our box. Now he's still that's got time. He's short. We're lucky we didn't concede. Now, this is where we talk about 2v1, and I'm talking about 2v1 is 2 defenders, which is Modiba and the line. It's 2v1. Now, the guy when Rodriguez is left footer, he has to be forced to go to his right because left footer has been his strong foot. He must go to the right. Now he's going to the left. Now look what is happening at the far post. 4v4, but we didn't mark. None of our central defender, Ekong and Mbogazi, Mudiba, none of them had looked up and see where the striker is. If you remember, when we didn't score the goal, Lyle Foster was blocked into the box, and that's where Shafulu said, "You must move."
Yeah, I'm looking down for a minute because I want to see. 54 minutes have been played between Turkey and Denmark. That's the match, of course, that's going to determine who else comes in our group. It's 1-0. Denmark, we all thought it was going to be, they're trailing at the moment. So it could happen that Turkey is the team that comes in. Of course, there's another big game at 11 this evening, DR Congo and Jamaica. So we could get the 10th African team to join the African teams that are already there from the CAF regions. DR Congo have to beat Jamaica this evening in order to join that day. This weekend, though, Sijamakia sibuyela ukuthi sijoyine siyaziyo Castric Stars and Durban City. Umdlalo ke ozobe ungomgqibelo ku-Nedbank Cup Chiefs Galaxy ne-Milford. Siyabona ukuthi iTheku mhlambe noma iMpumalanga kwenzakalani both matches live on SABC Sport. Have you got your SABC Plus app yet? If you don't, you're the only one. Trust me, it's worth every
Do you guys
single
still remember
ounce
this?
of your data. Get it. It's the best app on
This kind of crayons.
your phone. Better get out of here. Sampo Kakana.
We used to use
I
this
appreciate
one.
you. My name is
I
Andrew.
think
We're Philip.
increase the R.
That's all.
This week, as the tropical island search continues in the heart of Southeast Asia. And I'm not alone. I'm with the winner of Tropical Island of Treasure, Zanzibar Hungani Ndlovu. Welcome to Thailand.
Where limestone cliffs rise from turquoise seas, culture runs deep, and island adventure takes on a whole new level.
Will Thailand prove to be the smoothest destination yet? Join us Monday evening at 6 on S3 to find out.
It's me, Fezile Mkhize, and I have been nominated at the SAFTAs for the best TV.
Okay, you've got 10 points.
You can go argue with your next door neighbor. It is 12 to Tato, 10 to Hope, rather.
That is the best points she'll get this season because her club can't even get those points on the log.
Post-match thoughts?
I feel very cheated, but it is fine. You gave her.
I'm gonna post it live.
Spain is wheeling Egypt, so all the best to Egypt, just because they are representing Africa. Hope they'll put Africa on the map.
Welcome back, everybody, to the RCDE Stadium. The second half between Spain and Egypt is just moments away. It is goalless in this friendly, and Luis de la Fuente is making 4 changes immediately. We are seeing Fermin, Rodri, Pedri and Munoz coming off the bench. The players replaced are Olmo, Lamy, Soler and Fornals. So it is a complete change in the midfield. And a change on the wing with Lamine being replaced by Victor Munoz, who will make just his second international appearance now. He scored on his debut on Friday.
Huh?
And as you can see for Egypt, Trezeguet will... experienced Trezeguet. Trezeguet takes the armband for Egypt. Rodri does the same for Spain. And we are set for the second period now. Final checks. And the second half is underway. Spain in white, kicking from right to left. And Egypt playing in the red shirts. It was a very even first 45. Egypt came so close to taking the lead. It was Omar Marmoush who struck the post from distance. And Spain never really found their groove. This is number 1 in the world in terms of the FIFA ranking against number 29. And if Spain don't win this friendly, they will slip behind France in the rankings. De la Fuente has made some half-time alterations and he has brought on some very strong players indeed. That midfield now with Fermin, Rodri and Pedri will surely ask more questions of Egypt. Here is an early advance and the cutback for Ferran Torres. Good block from Ibrahim. So, Barrenechea has moved to the right flank for Spain with Munoz operating on the left. Barrenechea, really good first touch. He's drifting inside. He's gone beyond 3. Grimaldo now on for Munoz. First involvement for the Osasuna winger. Into the box he goes. Munoz with the cutback. And Spain looking brighter already. Well, what a debut it was on Friday. Munoz scoring Spain's 3rd goal, having come off the bench. It was a dream start to life with the national team for the player enjoying such a good season at Osasuna. He's from the city of Barcelona, played in Barcelona's youth academy as well as Real Madrid's before gaining great experience under Raúl with Real Madrid Castilla, as well as making a couple of first-team appearances under Ancelotti. This really is his breakout season. Here is Ferran Torres, took it well, drives at goal, and on the half volley, Mostafa Choubir gathers up. Ferran Torres has such a good scoring record with Spain. 23 goals from 54 appearances. Joint 10th on their all-time goal-scoring list, alongside Di Stefano and Ramos, but Ferran hasn't scored in his last 11 club appearances. Does have 16 goals this season with Barcelona after beginning the campaign in really good form. Just feel he could do with a goal tonight. Rodri taking control in the midfield. Sent it wide. Here is Barrenechea drifting infield again. He has it back from Ferran. It just ran away from him, but he shows tenacity to win back possession. Pedri to Howson. The former Bournemouth man gives it wide to Grimaldo. On it goes to Munoz. He cuts. Confident figure on the left flank, Victor Munoz. Played in the second half, and the contest has a slightly different feeling already. Fermin running into traffic. This is Hani, aware of the space and finding the Egyptian skipper in that space. Trezeguet, fresh legs, ghosts beyond Rodri. Trezeguet scooped his shot over the bar in the end. He engineered the space himself so impressively. Rodri combining with Pedri, sending it wide for Munoz. Trying to unlock this stubborn Egyptian defence. On the cross, it runs through to Munoz. Threaded back neatly. Fermin Lopez still going! Wonderful save. Mustafa Choubert to Egypt's rescue, because it looked as if Fermin Lopez was about to give Spain the lead. Picked out by Munoz. He muscled his way through the defence. Choubert did just enough. Spain's sixth corner of this game. The referee wants to speak with Mosquera. Grimaldo with a deep one. A little too deep for Barrenechea. La Fuente will turn 65 on the 21st of June, the same day that Spain face Saudi Arabia in Atlanta. Rodri winning back possession. Fermin Lopez. Inside it goes. Pedri! And Ferran! No foul, says the referee. And there is still no way through for La Roja. Another brilliant save from Chaubert. Spain knocking on the door. Pedri took it down well, the goalkeeper came out well, and it was Yasser Ibrahim that made a really good block. Some appeals for a foul on Fermin, nothing given. And a really clear view that Georgi Kabakov had. No foul by Trezeguet. Mustafa Chaubert needs some treatment. He's been busy in the last few minutes. Some excellent saves, which has kept Spain out. Looking to follow in his father's footsteps by representing his nation at a FIFA World Cup finals. Ten minutes played in the second half. Spain are turning the screw here. Far more control since the introduction of Pedri and Rodri and Fermin. And here goes Fermin Lopez, looking into the centre, sending one into the centre. Ferran Torres was the target. Fuente spoke about the need to remain competitive. Howson to Pedri! And Chaubert's there again. It's turning into quite a second half performance from the Egyptian goalkeeper. By Mosquera, Barrenechea, Rodri first time. Spain have a corner. Porro geeing up the fans who need no second invitation. Grimaldo plays it short and delivers now. Pedri took two to stop him. Fouled by Rodri. And the fans are feeling the frustration now. Doesn't feel like a friendly. Spain's #1 world ranking at stake. They know they need a win tonight to preserve it. Assists. his second cap. He actually played here at this stadium earlier on this month. Hassan with Oviedo, helping his team earn a draw on East-Right. So 2 changes made by Hossam Hassan. Barrenechea drilling the cross in with pace and earning Spain a corner. Both youthful centre-backs have joined the attack. Corner is played short and worked to Munoz. Grimaldo whips one in! Just over the top. Attacked by Mosquera. Attacked with real purpose. He so nearly scores his first international goal. Born in Alicante to Colombian parents, Mosquera, former Valencia defender who won Olympic gold in Paris, along with players like Joan Garcia, Baena, Fermin, and Cubarsí. Pedri to Iglesias, wide by Grimaldo for Munoz. Fermin. Munoz, Grimaldo, and Victor Munoz beaten away unconventionally by Chauvert, but the goalkeeper did the trick, and now Munoz goes down, and the referee gives a free kick. And he looks unimpressed. Just outside the box. Good decision from the referee. It's been mostly one-way traffic in the second half. Grimaldo and Pedri standing over the free kick for Spain. Grimaldo's outswing up, punched clear by the goalkeeper as far as Barrenechea. Dipping cross to the back post, Rodri attacking it and guiding it wide in the end. Yellow card for Hamdi Fati. Another change from De La Fuente. Barrenechea's debut has come to an end, and Yeremy Pino of Crystal Palace is on to replace him. Here is Hassan, did really well. Hani. Egypt could do with a spell of possession here, just to catch their breath slightly. Try and force Spain to chase, and chase is what Mosquera does now. Gets there first.
Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you when you see me. Peace out.